Yo, what's good? Man, you know what it is. I am that boy Box. This is Roughhouse Boxing TV. And as usual, I'm on the move. I bet y'all be like, man, you always talking about the house. You stay in the car. That's what it is. Hey, gotta go out and make the paper, man, you know. Yeah, just wanted to do a video. I don't even know if I can call it a response video. But excuse me. I was watching a video last night. You know, I watch various boxing channels, you know, on YouTube, you know, and then I peruse through the internet, you know, see what's going on, you know, in the boxing landscape. But I was watching a video that the boy Ego put out, Boxing Ego, and shout out to the boy Ego over there. You know, he's doing it. But he did a whole video, almost an hour long, on Steve Kim. Now, for those of you who don't know Steve Kim was a journalist. I don't know. I don't even know if you call him a journalist, but he worked for was it Ring Magazine or maybe Top Rank. He worked for one of those other promotional companies. He was part of the media team. But I want to say he worked for Oscar, if I'm not mistaken. He was on Oscar's payroll. But anyway, but Ego did this video where he went back through a bunch of Steve Kim's tweets that he had put up over like the past 2.5, 3 years, where Steve Kim was just constantly, publicly, continuously, intentionally taking dumps on Al Haymon and the PBC. You know, and they say hindsight is 20/20, but his tune has changed right now. Yeah, man. But that dude was putting up tweets saying stuff like Al Haymon and the PBC have ruined boxing. They're bad for boxing. The PBC appeals to the lowest demographic. No. The lowest denominator. The lowest denominator in society. Now, who could he be talking about? Who? So you got to be a scumbag, an infidel, you know, a sleazeball to like PBC, to be down with what Al Haymon was trying to do. See, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. When people are part of the establishment, and that's that old media, when people are part of the establishment, they sitting high on the hog, everything going good and pretty, and then somebody comes along and rocks the apple cart. They don't like that. So for like 2.5, 3 years straight, Steve Kim was putting out these tweets. He was publicly downing fights that were on PBC cards, saying these fights were nothing compared to like Golden Boy or Top Rank fights and fights. And I'll be honest with you, man, the fights that he was claiming to be so great, you know, over fights like Porter and Garcia, you know, or Thurman and Porter, or Thurman and Garcia. He's down in those fights, saying those fights were no good in comparison. Man, I wish I could remember who. I'd have to go back and watch the video, man. But like I said, the fights that he was holding up. But yeah, just publicly just ridiculing and downing, and he was trying to clown Al Haymon for buying time slots to put to air the PBC on. Talking about the PBC was never gonna make any money. PBC was gonna that Al Haymon and the PBC was creating a lane that was gonna turn networks away from wanting to spend money on boxing. You know, all this kind of stuff, man, just trash, bro. Blatant hate. He referred to everybody that was a fan of Haymon or a fan of the PBC as the dummy graphic. The dummy graphic. You know? Just hate. That's all. And he kept going with these tweets. And Ego was pulling them up on his phone, and he put them up at the screen, you know, so you can read them yourself. And anybody that's interested, go back. He just put the video out yesterday. Go to Boxing Ego and check out that video, man. It's one of the more recent ones. But yeah, he was going through all of these Twitter posts or whatever. And I mean, and he was hating. I mean, all the way up to mid-2018. But the last post that Ego showed was something to the effect of Al Haymon and Fox are in the process of finalizing the deal, and I hear that there's licensing fees, so I'm told, meaning that these networks are paying licensing fees to Al Haymon. They're paying Al Haymon for the product now. It was Al Haymon was buying these slots, and Al Haymon was investing in himself, in his vision, in his product, you know, in his creation, you know, in order for, you know, when you plant a flower, it starts out as a little seed. You got to put it in the ground. You got to water it. It's got to get the right amount of sunlight. You know, it's got to be the right temperature, all of that. And the flower doesn't spring up 2 minutes after you put the seed in the ground. It takes some time. It's got to be cultivated. You know, the conditions have to be right. The soil's got to be tilled and worked and everything. And then if you do everything correctly, if you put in enough effort, something will bloom. And that's exactly what happened with Al Haymon and the PBC. He put in the effort. He put in the finances. He put in the time. He put in the attention. He put in everything necessary. He put in the effort, everything necessary to cultivate the PBC from its infancy stage, and it bloomed. It bloomed into what it is now. Now, along the way, Al Haymon did something that a lot of these other promoters, promotional companies, old media members, something that they don't know how to do, or they forgot how to do. He paid attention to the fighter. He opened an ear to the fighter. He stretched out his hand to the fighter and was concerned about the fighter's well-being. That's why you got cats like Leo Santa Cruz naming his child after Al. That's why you got so many cats that's like drop dead loyal to Al Haymon and the PBC. They know Al got their best interests at heart. They know Al is going to advise them in the right way that's going to be financially beneficial for them and their families. They know if they got stuff going on behind the scenes away from boxing that most people don't see, they know that they can go to Al. And Al most times will be willing to do what he can to help get them out of a jam, out of a spot. You know? But cats like Steve Kim and the likes, they don't want to tell you about none of that. They don't want to. All they know is their apple cart got upset. It got rocked. They're starting to come down from that high place. You know, all because they just want to cater to what their boss, the publication they work for, you know, they want to cater to them. They want to only deal with the fighters that the publication roots for. They don't want to cause stuff right down the line. They don't want to ask the tough questions and charge up the fighters that these publications and these companies push and root for. They don't want to do none of that. They just want to go along and be company men and have their hands stretched out for the crumbs that fall off the table, and they think they're really doing something. But like I said, man, change is coming. Well, change has come. And I am living, breathing proof that change has come. You know, me and thousands more like myself, members of the LDBC, and boxing fans who aren't members of the LDBC. They might be down with other communities, or they may not be part of communities. They're just individuals, but they are sick and tired of the old regime, the old way of thinking, the old way of doing. You know, we want boxing to be fair. We want boxing to be straight down the line. We want the fight fans to be respected. We want our dollar to be respected. We want our voices to be heard. And people like Steve Kim and the likes, call him Lil Kim. Yeah, people like Lil Kim and the likes, they keep regurgitating all this propaganda, hoping Al Haymon will fail. You know, laughing the whole time when Al was starting up the PBC, when Al was doing his thing, when Al was out there grinding, you know, getting these fighters together, trying to put these fight cards together, you know, trying to recreate a platform to where the biggest fights were on regular network TV for free. You know? But that would take money out of Oscar's pocket and Bob Arum's pocket and Steve Kim and any of those other riffraff wannabe journalists and reporters or whatever you call them. Flunkies, that's what they was. That's what they are. You know. So a message to Steve Kim. I really doubt you watching my video. But if you are, if by chance some miracle happens and you happen to come across this video, first off, you are a scumbag. Let's get that out of the way. You, sir, are a scumbag. And Al Haymon had the last laugh. And the LDBC is right behind him, laughing and pointing at you. At you. You know? Because I saw last night your YouTube channel you hadn't posted a video in 4 months. Why not? Hey, all that bad talking that you did about Al Haymon and the PBC and the PBC fighters, you going to cover Porter Garcia? Huh? What about when Wilder and Fury fight? You gonna go cover that? Clown. Hey, that's what's up, man. Hey, this is new media, man. LDBC. The new and improved. We are here now. That's what it is. We ain't going nowhere. Hey, shout out to the whole LDBC. I just had to get that off, man, because thinking about that dude kind of irritated me. It really did. You know. But I feel so good for Al Haymon, the fact that he is vindicated, the fact that he, his hard work and the time that he invested, the finances and resources that he invested, it finally bloomed. It finally came to fruition, and it's only going to get bigger and it's going to grow. So that's what it is, man. Hey, smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And oh yeah, there will be Garcia Porter breakdown videos coming probably tonight or tomorrow, along with predictions. And y'all gonna trip out when if you were listening to the Smoke City Mobcast last night, you heard my prediction and you heard my reasoning for my prediction. But yeah, that's what's up, man. I'll give you my official prediction tomorrow when I put out that breakdown, the breakdown video. But that's what's up, man. Hey, shout out to the whole entire LDBC. Hey, to all my subs out there. Hey, thank y'all for coming by the house and chopping it up with me on a consistent basis, man. For everybody that's just peeked in the door once or twice, man, hey, salute to you too, man. Appreciate y'all coming by. The house wouldn't be the house, man, if y'all didn't come through and kick it with us, man. We appreciate y'all. Hey, y'all rock with me. We rocking with y'all too, man. So thank you for stopping by the house as usual, as always, man. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else? Anything else? Nah. So y'all go ahead and get on out the house. Yeah.